Today I want to talk about how to run a successful business. Just some tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way. Now, I have my background in the beverage industry, and my job was to go to business to sell the beverage into the business. So when a new company opened up, I'll be right there trying to get them before the competitor. So I've seen a lot of businesses open. I've worked with a lot of great businesses, but I've also seen some businesses fail. And I wanted to give some tips of what I've noticed, both being a vendor and being a customer. So the first thing is customer service. When you say hello when people walk in, when you acknowledge them throughout the store, and when you're just very mannerable and happy, that will make me feel important and valued as a customer, and it'll make me want to come back. Another thing, working with startups, especially when it's just like one or two people, we know that it's just one or two people most times. So we're okay with things not running as smoothly as a large corporation. But what you need to do if something does happen is be honest. Let us know when you're gonna, miss the deadline. Let us know if that's even okay to miss the deadline. Also, if you do miss the deadline, be okay with throwing in something extra or lowering down your price. But, when you have made a mistake on your part, you have to be open to fixing it on your part as well. Another thing would be to be open and honest when you can't do it on your own, when you can't do it by yourself. There are lots of different things that you can use, such as a virtual assistant to help better answer calls and emails and just respond to everyone at that allowed a time that you're saying on your website or in person. Know when you need a coach or someone to take you to the next step. Like, you could be the best hairstylist ever, but if you're so slow that if someone calls you on Monday and you can't get them in until Friday, you're missing out on a lot of different customers. I know for me, life comes at you fast. And when I need my hair changed, I need it ASAP. I don't have time to wait a week. And, I'm a loyal customer. When I find you and I like you, I keep using you over and over again. But you got to be able to work with my schedule. And I know that there's a lot of people like that. The next thing is pricing. Be honest with yourself. There's nothing wrong with growing as your company is growing. But if you're charging, top tier pricing, but you're just starting out, or there's things that you cannot do, then you need to be realistic. If I'm going to pay someone $300 worth of work, but in reality, they just started out or they don't know how to do this work, then I'm not going to work with you anymore. And I'm going to be upset because I'm not getting what I paid for. If I'm getting, something that could have been $75. That is something that I look at, because things, when it's a service, it's not just like, oh, this is a cheap product. Like, it's going to take time for me to realize that I've been cheated out of my money. And when I realize that, I'm not going to want to work with you again. And I'm going to be really upset. And I'm going to go tell my friends, don't work with that person. That person is shady, or that person is a ripoff. So I would be open and honest with yourself. There's nothing wrong with, say you do resumes, starting off at $50 because you're still working a full-time job and you're slow. But once you maybe go from working a full-time job to a part-time job, so now you have more time and effort to put into that, and you can raise your prices.